Welcome to episode 2 of my Women in Technology vlogcast. Today I will be talking to Tina, who is a technical account manager at VMware based out of Germany. I very much look forward to speaking with Tina about her role at VMware, about her daily life, and how she experiences being a woman in IT. Hi, Tina. Welcome to my series on women in technology. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Ronko, for having me.
Even though we work at the same company at VMware, we don't actually know each other because we are in different teams. So please do tell me a little bit more about yourself.
We're not only in different areas in VMware, we're also in different countries. So I'm happy you invited me here from Germany. I've been now in IT for over 20 years, and I actually started my career with Novell, and I actually never intended to go into IT. I did very normal training on the job, and then I moved to Novell, and I had the chance to have my own career development, and it took me into systems engineering.
Tell me a little bit about your family background or maybe your education background. Do you come from a family that's in technology?
I actually don't have an IT family background. I'm married. My husband, he's very keen on technology. We met while working at Novell. And so I always had like a mentor in him. So when I started to get into IT, I had a lot of questions in a different way, not just they work, but I wanted to understand how they work. He helped me through my career. He always gave me tips, and he helped me to grow to become or to get the IT knowledge that I now have.
So what you're saying is that you've always had curiosity. I think curiosity is a very big thing when you're thinking about going into IT. What I understand is that you had a completely normal education, not like a technology school or something.
Just normal training on the job like you have it here in Germany. Instead of going to university, I decided after school to start working, to learn a job. And that's what I did. And yes, I had the first contact with computers, but it was not like, oh, I want to do this. I want to spend more time with it. But getting into different positions during the training, it felt like more comfortable, and I really enjoyed working with computers. But I wanted to know how it works and why it works. So that's where my curiosity came in.
Yes, I think that's really helpful. Being curious about what happens is, I think, one of the prerequisites of being in technology and science, I guess. I mean, all of us have this urge to understand how things function. You told me you've been in IT for 20 years now, so I guess the roles have changed and also the field has changed. How did you experience this? How was it when you started out?
And so it was quite different because there were my colleagues were men. I hardly had anyone or any other female in the same role. So I was the only female SE Novell in Germany ever had. The last few positions that I had, it always depended on the area I worked in. So I got more and more female colleagues who also were not only trained on the job, but who had good expertise because of their background, also because they were curious to understand more. They wanted to find out, how can I help my customers more? So they had to understand the product in more depth, and they wanted to understand the code. They want to see how it works. Most of them, they were younger than myself, so they had different backgrounds, different interests, even when they were younger. So for them, it was like, yeah, I'm working with a computer at home, so I want to do something in the job with that. And so it changes once let's say a different generation was growing up. It was easier and more interesting for females to get into IT. They are curious and they want to learn more. They want to change their experience and want to help customers.
So you said you started out at Novell. How long did you stay there?
I worked with the company for close to 8 years before I changed positions.
Where did you go after Novell, and what did you do there?
I had a time where I was self-employed. I worked as a web designer, and I also After that, I also owned my own online store for cat toys. And then I worked at a startup in Cologne. They're providing fitness studios, yoga studios with software as a service, so they could have their own schedule online, so people could book courses. So that was actually my very first contact with SaaS. And it was interesting to really work with the customers who use the software on a daily basis, and it helped me to understand how SaaS is going to change the future. And it's interesting to see that VMware is also now changing its own future and going more into the direction of SaaS.
Mhm. I love the self-employed part, especially because it's not IT related. The idea of having an online shop with cat toys really resounds with me, because I actually did something very similar in between my jobs at one point in life. I actually had an online shop for jewelry. So it's fun to see that there are other people out there who had ideas like that. You now work at VMware as a technical account manager. Maybe you can let us know a little bit more about what you do as a technical account manager, and then maybe what your day looks like.
When I first joined VMware in 2019, I actually had a talk with one of my colleagues who's been with VMware as a technical account manager for a few years. And he had a great quote that he actually said he took from a technical account manager colleague from the States. And I just have to look at a different screen to read it. And it says, the terms are your strategic customer advocates, helping achieve business and IT objectives using VMware technology by bridging people, process, and technology gaps while proactively removing roadblocks and accelerating momentum to success.
Mhm.
And in short, it says a technical account manager is your concierge, like in a hotel, to the VMware hotel. So we help our customers. If they ask for something, we are providing the information. We are providing maybe a call with a product manager or with another customer, so the customers can talk to each other. The day for a technical account manager is usually we have calls with our customers on a regular basis. Usually we go out to the customer side and meet like weekly on a bi-weekly basis. Due to the current circumstances, we do it all virtually, but we still want to help our customers and also talk with them. What is their goal to achieve, let's say, in the next 24 months? So we help them to create a roadmap, which steps they have to take, not telling them what to do, but helping them understand along the way how VMware can help them, to get to the goal they want to achieve. We also help our customers when they have like open support requests, or even if it's really, really bad, have an escalation. We are the advocates for our customers towards VMware, even though we are VMware employees.
I feel that this technical account manager role is a role that's very, very well suited for women, because as I understand it, it's a very communicative role. So you have to know your customer very well. So you have a holistic view of the customer, and then you engage with different people at the customer, I think. And personally, I feel that this is something that women do especially well: relationship management, and understanding the needs of others, and then finding a way to make them happy. Don't you think?
I would agree, yes and no, because yes, women are very communicative. We listen. We have an open ear if someone talks about something, and even if it's between the lines. But on the other hand, a very important focus again is you have to understand the technology. So this is like the second part, and this is probably something that women do differently to men. Men would just sit down and kind of say, okay, you have to click here, you have to click here, you have to do this. And as a woman, we speak with our customers and we help them to understand what they have to do, but we're not really saying do this, this, and this, because every customer is different and we can't use anything and say, this customer has done this, you have to do this too. So it's different. And but I think it's a positive trait for women to be able to listen and to hear what's between the lines.
When you chose to go to VMware, what were the reasons you wanted to work with us?
I have a few ex-colleagues who've been with VMware for quite a while, and therefore I've talked with them and I've seen pictures of what VMware is doing, and you have every chance to develop to get a career development if you're motivated, if you're curious, if you aim to change your role after you've joined VMware. You have every possibility you can get, and the managers, they're also there to support you. So this is something where I thought VMware as a whole must be a great place to work. And now that I'm with VMware, I can only agree. Yes, it doesn't only look great from the outside, it's also great being part of the huge VMware family, because going back to being a TAM, the TAMs as a team itself within the organization, it's a team. We help each other, and this is also what I noticed when you pick up the phone or send an email to someone you haven't spoken before, you have never met before, you have a question. If they can't help you, they will tell you who to talk to or who might be able to help you. If they can help you, they will happily share their information, their knowledge. It's not like it's restricted, you can't have it, but they share because VMware is as a family. We want to achieve the same thing. So
Yeah, but that's also my feeling. I feel that the values that VMware has around diversity, around inclusion, about work-life balance, and what is important, like for example, the Bright Funds initiative, where you have the possibility to support NGOs that are important to you, the fact that you can work in social projects on your work time and stuff like that. That deeply resounds with the way I want the world to work. So I totally agree with you that the values we have here at VMware are something that makes working for VMware a great thing. What are the recommendations you would give to a young woman starting out?
if they have the chance, maybe not with VMware in specific, but generally, if they get the chance to have like an internship with different companies, for example, while they're at university, they should definitely go for it, because this way they learn how the day-to-day job will be, and they will see what options every company offers. Also, look up people on, let's say, LinkedIn, if you want to get an understanding of how it feels to work as a woman at VMware, at Microsoft, at Google. Just try to find out what you want to do. But one main thing is stay with your curiosity and stay motivated, because those two traits will help you to develop your own career. Take your career into your own hands. Curiosity and motivation are key.
Yes, great advice. I think especially trying to find out what day-to-day life really looks like through internships, through talking to women who are in the field, staying curious, staying also on your toes, looking what's happening in the field.
I really appreciate that you asked me to join, and I'm happy to hopefully answer all questions. And if anyone wants to look me up, feel free to contact me.
Yes, thank you for that input as well. Yeah, I feel we should always mention that we are all open to talking to women, also men, of course, who want to know more about working in IT. We're not exclusive. Of course, we talk about women as we are women, but this is open to everyone. We are happy to show what we do. We're happy to talk about our roles, and we just want to show everyone how great it is to actually work in IT and in tech. So thank you, Tina. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ronke.